Live.
What is going on, everybody? We are back with Sub Sunday episode 61. It is getting real. We are here. We're going to talk about stuff, and I just thought of an idea. Um, can we ever live stream this on Twitch? Because we're basically like a gaming talk show, in a way.
We
No,
can.
We can, right? Yeah.
But honestly, when it comes down to it, Sub Sunday gets better views on YouTube, and I actually make money off of the YouTube version of it compared to the Twitch version. I know that sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's
completely horrible. But there's a reason I haven't moved it over to Twitch, because I don't get as many views on the Twitch version of it that I do on the YouTube version.
One of us could stream
That-
it for you.
Yeah.
Send us your
That's
stream
true.
cam, we can do
We
it
could
for you.
just like
I mean, if you guys want to stream it to your channel, absolutely.
how.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys know you are allowed to stream this stuff. You're allowed to upload it to your YouTube channels.
Well, I'm going to stream it
This-
right now.
This isn't specifically my show anymore. When I invited you guys on to be my co-hosts, that comes with all the luxuries of putting it on your channel. And I think you actually have been putting it on your
Yeah,
channel.
I have before. The thing about that is that I've kind of been taking a step away from YouTube for a while, mainly because like trying to balance working, being in college, having a girlfriend, and streaming, and doing all this at the same time. I feel like streaming is more natural for me now because I can just grind out, do what I was doing normally, talk to the chat. It's a whole lot better rather than making a YouTube video. And plus, if you don't make a YouTube video for a long time, that audience kind of just
Whittles away. I know. Which is a lot of my problem. I mean, I've made a couple of videos. I mean, I've gotten better. There was actually a point where the 5 videos on my channel that have been posted in the last month were all Sub Sundays. So, and recently I've been doing little things here and there. I threw out some Mortal Kombat movies. A portion of my live stream from the other day where I was playing Sleeping Dogs, and I decided to make Jackie, because he was running for the car, I decided to make him follow me all the way to the point, which was like 600 meters, and we were just talking crap to him the entire time. Stuff like that. But I got to start getting back to it.
so Jordan,
Yeah.
how do you when you're trying to stream this? How do you are you just capturing the screen and then
I'm just going to do a screen region of the part where they see you, but they don't see the chat and the...
Okay, so you're just gonna do okay, I see. You can't see.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't see where I'm pointing, but so you're gonna do that, and then how do we broadcast as a talk show though?
when you on your dashboard, when you choose your game, just type in gaming talk show.
All right, 1 second. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on anybody's channel this is on. If it's on Twitch, hit that follow button. Anyways, continue.
The plug is nice. I really like that. So I was I recently got, I don't think, did I talk about it on here yet? I don't think I did, but I got raided a little bit ago by this guy named Vita Moores. I think Vita or Vita Moores. So he came basically I was doing the raid in Destiny, and then a bunch of people came in and they were like, "Hey, we like you. You're a cool guy." And I think that raids are the greatest thing because they make the small people feel bigger, and it makes the community real nice. I know Kelly raids everyone all the time.
I try to, even if it's 4 people that come over with me, I try to raid a streamer that I follow every night at the end of my stream. Because if I enjoy watching you, then I want other people that watch me to come over and check them out, and hopefully they'll enjoy watching them whenever I'm not live.
When you said rated, I for a second I thought you got swatted, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh, I have a
Cool
swatting
story.
story. I have a swatting story. So,
Oh dear.
I was streaming a little bit 2 or 3 days ago, and I was dual streaming with this guy from Canada. He basically was streaming from his PlayStation, and he was talking to me. He was talking to him about streaming and everything. And he's not a known guy. Me and him are basically the same level. So he's just starting out. I'm just starting out, and everything like that. And then we're just streaming, talking to each other, and I hear like someone banging on his door, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, you might want to get that your mom's mad, and he's like, I live by myself, I don't know what you're talking about, and then like you keep hearing the bang, and all of a sudden, bang, the SWAT team rolls in, tells him to get on the ground, and I'm like, no, he didn't get swatted. No, there's no way that didn't happen. This is a joke. Someone's messing with me, right? So the one of the police officers hears me talking, and like, cause we were doing like the dual, like, stream. I had his stream up, he had my stream up, that sort of thing, and he like looks in the camera like this. Like.
What is he looking for you?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm just kind of like, what is he doing? But eventually, like, he took the camera and put the camera down, and he was going around and like searching things. So my friend gets back on. I forgot this guy's name, but like I made sure like I stopped streaming right after that, so I don't want to get hit next. But he told me what happened. So basically, there's a guy. He was playing Iron Banner with a guy from his town. A guy from his town really doesn't like him. What he did was he swatted him from his own town. He used Skype, VPN, that sort of thing, the normal swatting procedure. When the SWAT team came into his house, when I saw it all happen, he told him to get on the ground. The SWAT team told him to get on the ground and everything. Then his mom came home from work, and he told me he lived by himself, so I believed him. So I was like, all right, whatever. So his mother comes in, starts screaming, does not know what's going on. So they tell her, ma'am, sit down, get on the ground, that sort of thing. They're still clearing the house. Then he tells me that his dad, overhearing people in the house, thinks that he's being like robbed, and he goes to grab his gun and run downstairs to like see what's going on. But luckily, he peeks down the stairs, sees the police and everything, goes on there, talks to them about it. He explains swatting, shows them swatting videos, and that's what happened. And I was like, oh my God!
When people get swatted, that's like a 9-hour event. Like they're like stuck with the police being interrogated for like 9 hours because for some reason the police just don't get it. Like I didn't kill. There's no dead bodies. I'm not killing anybody. Swatting is a thing. How do you not know about this by now?
I mean, if I was in charge of any SWAT team or anything, I would let people know that this is a thing that happens. And the thing that really upsets me as far as swatting is when the police officers come and they think it's the streamer's fault. They always say like oh, and they look at the game they're playing. Like this one guy's playing CS:GO, and they're like, oh, you're playing this. This is like, and then they're saying like, you're trying to, and I'm like, oh my God, you don't understand.
It was one I saw was literally as he's getting swatted, over the game is like terrorists win, in Counter-Strike.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
And another one, as he's being arrested, like being taken out, someone subscribed that said,
oh, fuck the police.
It was like, fuck the police or something. And the cop looked.
Donated $1. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And the thing is that I'm super scared. For some reason, I thought about this. If you live in an apartment building, is it harder to get swatted?
No, because I've seen videos of people being swatted in an apartment.
Because how do you narrow down the apartment number?
Because they tell you the apartment number. Like, if I was going to swat you and you lived in an apartment, I would know your apartment number when I called the police. Or they would have,
absolutely.
Or they would go like military mode and take over the entire building. Like every room's getting swatted. Like all at once, like 3, 2, 1, everyone's swatted.
It'd be crazy if multiple people were streaming at the same time, and then they're like, oh, someone got me, but in reality, we all got swatted at the same time. They do that around here. It's crazy because I live in I would say this is the most expensive place to live. One of the most expensive places to live in America, where I live right now. And it sucks.
Big pimpin'.
No, not Big Pimpin', because I had to go to college over here, and they don't have dorms. So
where do you go? They don't have dorms. Where do you go to school?
No. I go to school. I go to the University of Connecticut, but I don't go to the main campus. I go to one of the satellite campuses because my major is digital media, and it's a whole lot smaller and concentrated. Plus, we are about 30 minutes away from New York City, which is the reason why it's so expensive here. Like my rent here is like $2,200 a month,
Jeez.
Which is it's crazy. Like my
How many rooms?
Two bedrooms, and yeah.
Do you have a maid?
I wish. Oh my god!
Is the
Is there a
power
free room service?
and the internet and TV included?
No, I have to. Don't I pay for power and internet and the rent. That's the things we pay for.
Screw that.
And it sucks because like the thing about it is that here there's no other way to do it. Like the reason why we pay so much is because we're so close to New York and everything like that. And I was thinking about, okay, maybe I can move to a 1-bedroom, just be there in a 1-bedroom. I don't really need roommates. I saved up enough money to do so. And I was like, all right, how much is that going to be? They're like, oh, $1,650. I'm like, oh, you're giving me such a break. I mean, it is a break, but like it's not that much from $2,200 to $1,650. Whole entire bedroom.
Like, is it 22 split between the two of you, or?
It's $2,200 split 3 ways.
3 ways. So you would not be getting a break with $1,650.
No, I wouldn't. But the thing is, like, it would be me and my girlfriend. So
when you said 22, I thought you were paying 22. Both your other roommates were paying 22.
Before I had roommates, it was 2 of us. So I had to pay half, he had to pay half, and that sucked because, like, what would happen is that I'd work really, really hard throughout the week or get my paycheck. It would, like, all of it would go to rent, and I'm like, all right, need food now. Cool. Gotta figure that out. That sort of thing. But we got it worked out, and that's good. I was going to do a rant about my college because I get financial aid through my college because I can't afford college. College is expensive. And so I get these scholarships and grants that they give me back that help me pay for all this. So recently, as of last semester, they said, hey, you owe us like $3,000. I'm like, why? They're like, cause you do. You didn't pay for it. And then they like went through all this like stupid talk, like trying to tell me how like because I was late on the registration date and all this stuff, and then now I owe them like $3,000, and they're saying like you cannot enroll in the fall semester until you pay it. So now I've been working to like pay it off, and now I have $1,000 left. So I have to get that done before August, before the fall semester starts. But I'm doing well. So that's why I've been gone, because I have been working every single day, and by the time I have any days off, I'm just like, I'm sleeping now.
Yep. I hear you.
I have a friend who he goes to a college near me. He goes to the University of Maryland, and he doesn't live in a dorm. He lives in an apartment off the dorm. This is his first year. He took out a loan larger than his first year semester, and he made it rain at a Best Buy. Bought a PlayStation, bought a computer, he bought like the best goddamn computer you could buy. And I'm like, I'm just thinking like, bro, you're gonna have to pay that back. Like that's not just free money. And his mom found out, and oh my god, she was so pissed off. He seriously thought she was gonna make him drop out of school. Like go to a community college, like leave Maryland and go to a community college.
Is his mom paying for a part of his tuition?
No, but he moved here from Pakistan our sophomore year, so it's like a, sort of his parents controlling sort of thing. It's like different.
Oh, I see.
Jordan, you need to double click on Daquan's picture.
Oh.
It's not bouncing around on your stream. All we get is that pretty picture of Daquan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just fixed it. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Anyways.
What have you been playing, Kelly?
I don't even want to think about college loans right now. I still have mine from my college things. I had to like set it up to where they they put it off for another year so that way I could find a decent job that pays well enough and go from there. God, it is really green in this little area.
Is Teddy Wild Man?
No, that's Teddy. The Teddy. The legendary.
I need Teddy on here because I need Teddy to explain to me that big. Teddy showed me a video that I don't know what he was trying to convince me of, because that video convinced me that this was all fake. Like that Bigfoot video that he sent me, that he put in your chat.
Mean Wild Man?
Yeah, not Teddy. Wild Man.
Wild Man's name is Dan.
Yeah, all right. Well, Wild Man tried to convince me of Big Feet were real, and he sent me this video that looked fake as could be.
I'm just gonna point out the fact that he just said that Big Feet is real. I'm just gonna point that out. Anyways, continue.
Isn't that the plural of Bigfoot? Big feet?
There's
Bigfoot
no
tie?
thing.
I don't know.
Bigfoots?
Bigfoots? Yeah, I think that
Right.
works.
I feel like looking at you go and say, does anybody else want to address the subject? The fact that Cap said to watch our language.
Oh, that was great. That was great. That was great.
That was I don't know if anybody has not seen Age of Ultron. There is a part where Stark curses in the middle of combat, and the first thing out of Cap's mouth is, "Watch your language." And then for the rest of the movie, they give him crap about it.
Like that's what that shows you what a team is. Like they're. But all right,
it's great though.
Sorry. Did you see that?
Continue with Big Feet.
Yeah, he sent me this video of a bunch of people running through the woods with bad quality cameras. Like, you know how night vision doesn't look that good to begin with? They had night vision from 2002. Running through the woods. And then you hear what sounds like a man in the wood just screaming, trying to make a Bigfoot sound. Like, it sounded like this.
Oh my god.
I'm like, he was like, did you hear that noise? That was a Bigfoot. I'm like, bro, that was a person in the woods screaming.
Okay, I just want to make this note. I know this is real subtle, real quick, but there's 3 out of 4 of us who wear black glasses.
I feel left out.
Yeah.
Your race.
Go buy some glasses.
Yeah,
Your
you
power.
gotta get on
Black
this.
glasses power.
2020 vision.
It's like
you want to talk about Avengers real quick, Kelly? Not to be the only ones who saw it.
Yeah, okay, so spoiler alert, you're going to hear a little bit about Avengers here. We'll try not to spoil any key points.
Yeah, we won't spoil anything major. Were you... my first thing was, I was a little disappointed with Ultron. Ultron was awesome. Like, the character was awesome, but just in the trailer, he just seemed like he was going to be, like a villain you're going to remember. He was more... like a man-child. Like, that's what...
Yeah, well, he was Tony.
Yeah. He
adopted a tremendous amount of Tony Stark's personality, and that's the thing. Whenever somebody said he sounds like Tony, he gets pissed because he doesn't realize that he's pretty much, almost Tony Stark. What makes it even funnier is the guy who played the voice of Ultron, James Spader. Is this James Spader?
Yeah.
Is like best friends with Robert Downey Jr. They got into trouble in the '80s a lot with each other.
So, this isn't the Ant-Man created Ultron.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It might be. It might be because they never really said the origin of it. Tony just sort of implemented it. But an Ant-Man, Howard Stark is an Ant-Man, so it very well could be. They might mention Ultron in Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, because Ant-Man created Ultron.
Yeah, Howard Stark and Hank Pym.
Hank Pym, yeah.
Created Ultron.
Created Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the comics.
So
where are you guys getting all this?
The comics.
From the comics, yeah.
Okay, no, I wasn't sure because I know there's an Ant-Man movie coming out. I'm like,
yeah, but
are they going to cross this all over?
Yeah, I think it is because Howard Stark is in Ant-Man.
Okay.
The movie.
Okay.
But
interesting.
What is it called?
They found a great person to play Howard Stark. I have to say that. Great actor.
He's going to be Preacher in the AMC series.
Yes, and I cannot wait to see that because they're doing a great job with Walking Dead. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Preacher.
Oh, one thing I did like is Vision and Ultron. You sort of saw the two opposite sides of Tony's personality. Like Vision, where if Tony could be worthy of wielding the hammer, if you would think Captain America is already worthy.
Didn't he move the hammer in the trailer?
He rocks the hammer.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, then Thor's like...
He goes to pick it up and it rocks and he's like, wait a minute.
That was the greatest... The scene with the hammer and Vision, that was the greatest scene.
That was the greatest part. Walks over, picks it up, and hands it to Thor. Like, all right, we got work to do. And everybody's looking at Thor like...
Oh, when they're like, Vision's a machine. Vision's half machine, so it's not a person. If you put the hammer in an elevator, it'll still go up, right? The elevator's not worthy.
No, that's all I talk to you.
So okay. Now I have to see this freaking movie. You guys
it is so good.
Yeah, I love it. They're like, if we put it on the elevator, does that mean the elevator's worthy? Yeah, exactly. That was funny. But
yeah, the next Thor movie is supposed to be like the biggest Thor movie. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be like it's Thor Ragnarok, and apparently it's another 2.5-hour movie.
You know what I like?
That's good. They need to do those.
I like the fact that all the since the first Avengers movie happened, you see all the other characters in the individual movies sometimes. And I think that is amazing because now you can just say oh look, Thor showed up here, and then in his movie he's doing this, and how everything kind of
next year
interweaves.
Next year we basically get another Avengers movie.
Yeah, because it's a different Avengers group.
Next year we have Civil War.
It's going to be the Civil War stuff. Yeah.
Oh wait,
what was I going to say? It also affects Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched that, the TV show actually changes to the Avenger movies.
It affects
everything that happens into the Avenger movies. It affects it all.
It affected Daredevil too.
Really?
Yeah. In the very first episode of Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen is destroyed because of because of the Battle of New York.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It did. That's right. I'm sorry.
They just finished rebuilding Hell's Kitchen because of the Battle of New York.
That's pretty crazy. I didn't realize they said that, but you're right. They did. Anyways, go ahead, Cole.
What was it? The Infinity Wars. The one that's after
2018 and
yeah.
2019.
I'm still a lot of my friends and us and I were talking about the idea of that and how hard that's gonna be, because in the comics every single superhero shows up.
Every single superhero is showing up again.
That's hard to do. I'm sorry. That's a lot.
This is the cast for Infinity Wars. You have Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Black Panther. There's another one I can't remember, but it's literally
the Wakanda reference was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are the Guardians of the Galaxy involved?
Yeah, Guardian of the Galaxy. They're gonna show up too.
Oh my God!
Literally, the last two. It's just gonna be a big clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be look, everyone. So many people.
Did you see how much they had to pay? It was in I think it was over $50 million to get Robert Downey Jr. to do the last two Avengers movies. Because he was gonna his contract ended at Civil
Iron
War.
Man 3.
No, Civil War.
Civil War?
That was gonna be his last Iron Man. But I think it was $60 million to do Avengers Age of Ultron. I mean, Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2.
See,
that's pretty crazy.
The rest of them, what's his name? Thor didn't want to do it either, but he was he signed it, but he was I'm along for the ride, so.
Yeah, but the thing is that you can't change it now. You're too far deep. Okay, you gotta do it. If they were to replace the characters now, I'm sorry, but it wouldn't be the same to me.
It would at this point it would be like Edward Norton coming back in to reclaim the role as Hulk and get Mark Ruffalo out. It wouldn't work.
Worst case scenario is they would have killed Captain America, Iron Man, and Civil War, and just had War Machine as his replacement.
Oh God, War Machine was funny in that movie.
Oh,
so I dropped it in there, and I'm like,
I don't want to
looking for this.
I don't want to spoil this, but that death was really surprising.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yes, that was very surprising.
And I think I know why they did it.
Wait, someone died?
I think that was stupid.
No, they didn't want to. I think it was because they didn't want to have to deal with Fox and the legal mess that they would have been in.
Wanda was in freaking X-Men. That's the thing. Pietro and Wanda were both in X-Men.
Yeah, but
at this point, they have no choice but to deal with Fox, because the X-Men are involved in the frickin' Infinity Wars, if I remember correctly.
Did you see the reason? Did you see the chains of origins, that they weren't mutants? They're augmented people by Loki's scepter.
By Hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hydra tampered with them. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm just
I don't know.
I'm watching, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's no mutants because of Fox, and I'm like, they're just mutants.
Fox. I hate to say it, but if they want to do this right, Fox needs to break down like Sony did and just go ahead and share the rights with X-Men.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that if they share the rights and it goes good, then if Fox wants to launch a TV show or something like that,
Well, you won't have what is it called? X-Men Apocalypse is Hugh Jackman's last role as Wolverine.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but the biggest issue with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is Wolverine's 5'5", Hugh Jackman's 6'2".
Yeah.
There's a minor height issue, but it doesn't matter. I mean, does an excellent job.
Oh, and it's the same thing.
Excellent
It's the
job.
last X-Men Apocalypse is the last X-Men for Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence denied.
I mean, anybody can play Mystique. I mean, you just get a fit girl, paint her blue, and she's good to go.
Right, put some scales on her. All right, so now that we've sat here and rambled about Age of Origin and college and everything, what have we been playing? What the hell have I been playing?
Every goddamn game.
I started Wolfenstein: The New Order on Uber yesterday, and that is really hard. Uber is hard. They're not getting around with that crap. I've been playing some Mortal Kombat 10 or Mortal Kombat X, Chivalry, Life is Strange, which actually turned out to be really good. Lately, I've been playing Dark Souls again, which I've really enjoyed, and I completely and utterly rage quit Hitman Absolution. I refuse to play that game ever again. Bioshock 2 turned out to be a much better game than a lot of people give it credit.
Wait, did you not play it before?
I'd never played Bioshock 2.
Oh my god.
And I sat down and I played it, and I'm like, this is an amazing game.
I played all the Bioshocks, and I played Bioshock 2, and then I played Infinite, and then like it made me have to go back and play Bioshock 2 again because I was like, wait a minute, they're talking about stuff that went on here, and I'm like, there's a like I didn't know that like for instance, I don't know, it's a theory so far, but I think in Bioshock 1 or Bioshock 2, there's a point where you're like in a theater, and you hear this scream, but you don't know where it came from, and it's just a scream. It's at this exact point. Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't played Infinite, I think you should. There's a part where the songbird dies underwater.
And that's the sound of the songbird dying.
Yeah, and I was like, my brain is just exploding. I was like, no, that did not. But of course it did. Booker DeWitt.
It's Bioshock 1.
Oh, it's Bioshock 1.
Bioshock 1. Mm-hmm.
Booker DeWitt.
You hear the screaming.
He's my guy.
Yep. He is crazy stuff. What'd you coin, Lee, from the first one?
Mm.
Yeah, so that's about what I've been playing lately. Some Dark Souls with Jordy, and a couple other games here and there.
I think Jordy's streaming right now.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh, I made $200 the other day.
How?
I opened up 5 cases on CS:GO, unboxed a knife, and immediately sold it. Undercut everybody too, because I was like, I don't even care. I don't want this knife. It was worth like, I think it was worth $280, and I just put it up for $200.
Wait, so when you say you made $200 actual dollars?
Well, I can't get it off of Steam. It's Steam money, but I can't get it off of Steam.
Oh.
Okay.
So I got $200 worth of games, basically. I got $200 worth of Steam credit.
Jesus Christ.
I got some stuff on my wish list you could knock off real quick.
Dude,
you got plenty.
3 and a few.
I need more. No.
So I was thinking about something. So since we do the Sub Sunday thing, or since I'm doing it now and everything came back, I think that we should definitely get some games together. We should definitely play together, some PC stuff. Since we basically all have the exact same computer. I remember that.
Except for Teddy, but that's okay. We love
Mine's
Teddy.
fine.
Anyways,
Mine's plenty.
even if you went the AMD route.
I almost went the AMD route.
Intel Master
Money,
Race.
man. Money.
But we should definitely start playing some games together. Something that we could all do.
PC can handle any new games coming out.
Wait,
What?
what did you say?
I'm joking.
It took me a minute. I was like, wait a minute, is he joking? It's like, is Mark?
All right.
Yeah, it was like,
I got scared.
we had a good 3 months, but it's over.
Right. What have you been playing, Dickman?
So mainly I've been, sticking to console games, but playing Destiny a bunch. Basically just that. I've been playing some Portal 2 because my boss, his daughter, gave him a Portal gun for his birthday, and he didn't know what it was.
This was
and so I was like, "You don't know what Portal is?" And he's like, "No." So I'm like, "All right." So then like I brought my PC. I brought a PC to my job, and I was like, "Look at this, look at this." And then it's been that lately, which is pretty cool. Again, yeah, I mean, my boss is, and I get paid for it, which is pretty epic. So I'm just like, "This is what you do," and he was like, "Oh my God, this is great." So
Portal has one of the best lines in all of gaming. The scene where he's like, it's in Portal 1, I think it's in Portal 2, where she's explaining to you how like the mechanics work of where you jump from a high distance into a hole to shoot forward, and she was like, in layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. It was so funny.
GLaDOS. Everybody's saying how I saw on the PC Master Race subreddit, which actually I shouldn't be a part of because I play console too, but
Peasant.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to say this real quick before we keep going. This whole PC Master Race thing is stupid. I mean, I do it because it's funny. Sometimes I'll say it. But when it comes down to it, as long as you are happy playing whatever the hell you're playing, who gives a damn?
I think we need to get Jedi in here because Jedi is serious about it.
He won't talk to me, so it's okay.
He won't talk to Sim either. I was talking to Sim the other day. He won't talk to Sim either.
He's special. Tony 2.0 doesn't even talk to me anymore now.
I haven't talked to Tony in forever.
Yeah. Anyway, so keep going, Dick Lazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was I totally lost my train of thought. What was I talking
Portal?
about? Oh yeah, Portal. So I've been playing a whole bunch of Portal recently, and the thing is that I don't play enough PC games. And the reason why I don't play enough PC games is because I don't know what to play. I don't know who to play with. I don't know where, what, when, where, and I want to do something with it. So I think that it would be pretty cool if we could isolate a time in a place if you all have time to play a game, like maybe record it, maybe turn it into a thing. Maybe one day for like the 100th episode or for a special thing, we could do a Sub Sunday in a game.
Okay.
There we go. Just throwing out ideas, spitball.
I just throw this out there while we're talking about what we played. Activision games are like super cheap, so if you want to, there's zombie map packs for like $5.
Black Ops 2, pick it up. Get all the map packs. I got them all.
I did. Yeah.
I have them a couple times actually. Okay.
Teddy,
Anyways.
what have you been playing? What have you been playing?
What have you been playing?
Who, me? Well, I just finally finished Alan Wake. I took like a hiatus from it for a while, but got back to it, just binged, played it, and finished it. A little bit of NBA 2K15, WWE 2K15. Went back to some BioShock. I've just been all over the place a little bit here and there, but yeah. I finished one game today. The rest, I'm just like playing little by little. Taking my time. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Jordan?
I have been playing. So I started playing the old Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO, with 2 friends, and we've just been leveling up because the new expansion came out. Which I don't understand. I don't like. I was like, people said you had to buy it, but I couldn't find where you had to buy it. So I don't know if it's free and you just have to buy. You just have to be a subscription member to get to the new expansion. It's very confusing. They need to explain that better, because I did not know. I was like, do I have the new expansion? When we beat this, the main part of the game, are we going to be able to move to the expansion or not? So that's confusing. The Witcher 2, I've been playing that. I'm like 15 hours into it, I think.
Oh god, it's only a fraction of that game.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat it before Witcher 3 because I want my decisions to carry over.
I'm only like halfway through the first one. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Are you following human, elf, or Witcher path?
Oh, the Witcher path.
Yeah, the pain in the ass path to walk. They make it so easy to choose either human or elf, but you can actually do a Witcher path, and that is on each time, each chance you get to take a different path, you take it. So if you're following elf path the first time, you take the human path the next time.
Do you know who? You do know who Cohh Carnage is. There's a guide on his website on each major decision on how to do it.
I know.
You
know, the only difference between my playthrough and his is he's got a bigger staff to run all that shit for him. You know he isn't doing that stuff for himself.
Oh, obviously not, because he uploaded.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking crap. I'm not talking crap at all, because I'm a subscriber, long-time supporter. I've been subscribed to him for almost a year now. But he's there are several people that do that stuff for him. He has it easy. He plays, he smiles, and he has staff that handles everything else. And I am utterly jealous.
I heard that. What is it called? Jeffrey said hi, by the way. I heard him like explaining his stream setup, and it sounded so complicated. It sounded way more complicated than it actually needed to be. It almost came across as complicated for the sense of complication. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just cause.
Mm-hmm. I could do all this shit just cause. It's gonna be complicated, but it is.
I know how he has it set up. He has his gaming computer with one monitor. Okay. Then he has his streaming computer with 3 other monitors attached to that. Everything is connected, so that way he can actually just click and drag like if he wants to pull a Chrome from his other computer, he can click and drag it from screen to screen to his gaming computer.
Right.
Through a program. It handles it all.
That's so cool.
Yep. And I mean, I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff that works, and he's one of those guys who got really lucky.
I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. Been doing a lot of heist. H1Z1 Battle Royale. I could care less about the survival mode. There's a new patch where you can now be a girl.
Ooh.
Yep.
Since this weekend, I have 50 hours into this game. No, I don't.
Oh, I have H1Z1 as well, but I haven't played it.
We need to play some Battle Royale then. I played 2 hours today, but Modern Warfare 2, because it was super cheap with the sale. That is like just the nostalgia. Like, first of all, Modern Warfare 2 is probably the best Call of Duty in the entire series. Like, it is such a good Call of Duty, and like I think the reason why is like the sounds, like the music, the announcer, and the sound when you get a kill streak. It is so good, and it just brings it just makes you want to keep playing.
The sound of getting a hit marker.
Yes, they like for some reason like after Modern Warfare 2, like the importance of like sound quality, like not even like being hear footsteps, but the quality of the actual like sound effects went down. Like, it just seems like that's not, like, they don't care about that anymore. But, like, if you think about your favorite games from, like, your, like, childhood games that you played a lot of, like, music and, like, the sounds of the game will play a lot into it. Kelly, when you play WoW, do you get fond memories of the like, when you turn in a quest, that sound it makes?
I don't play WoW.
You did play WoW, though, right?
No. That was the one MMO I never played. Off of sheer principle of every single one of those people that walked into GameStop and was trying to tell me what an amazing game WoW was. After that, you know what? I ain't even touching it. You guys ruined it for me. Thank you.
So, as far as sound is concerned, Modern Warfare 2, I remember definitely that sound whoring was a thing. Every time me and my friends would go in and play Search and Destroy, no one would talk. Everyone would just, especially if you're like last one alive. I remember last one alive on high rise. I would walk around and I would hear ting 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 ting. I know exactly where you are. And I'm running straight for you because like certain and different materials made different sounds. So you know if they're walking on sand, walking on metal, like just jumping. Like you hear everything. When someone like jumps and hits the ground and breaks their legs, you're like, I hear that. I know exactly where you are. And now in these Call of Duties, like, I don't even play using a headset mainly because I don't really need it.
Yeah,
It
was
play
at the
music or
end of,
something.
this is the funniest thing I've heard in a while. At the end of Modern Warfare 2, Hutch was doing a live stream, and this is my favorite Jordy moment. Somebody wasn't using Ninja, and he told them to get the fuck off the team because he could hear their footsteps.
I could hear your loud ass. Put some Ninja on.
That's funny.
That's typical.
I am officially the only person that can suck at a video game with Jordy, and he will not kick me off his friends list.
Yeah,
You know
because
why?
you guys are friends.
I know
Something
all of his
special.
passwords.
Oh
I
yeah.
know all of his passwords.
Oh, and I've been playing, what is it called?
Kick me off, I'll just re-add myself.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare was free on the PC this month, so...
Yeah,
Not
don't
this
waste
month,
your money.
but this weekend.
I
that's what I
am not like the next Call of Duty. I might play it since it's made by Treyarch, but I was just like,
I play the beta.
I'm kind of like,
Oh, I gotta buy the game to play the beta. There's no $5 pre-order on console. I mean, on PC. Yes, there is from GameStop.
Yeah.
I'm not
GameStop and pre-order.
like, and the thing is, I used to be so like hyped for Call of Duty, and like I would like I have a Call of Duty comes out every year around my birthday. My birthday is the 4th of November. It usually comes on the 4th, on the 5th, or on the 6th, or one of those days, like in the beginning, first week of November. That's normally when all the Call of Duties come out. And around that time, I know I'm gonna get the game because it's my birthday. Sometimes I'll wait out in the cold to get this game. Not anymore. It's not gonna happen anymore because ever since Ghost, I waited. I was like, yeah, Ghost is gonna be great. I'm gonna love this game. Got home and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play the campaign first. Played the campaign. I was like, all right, I like the campaign. It's different. And then I went online and I was like, nope, nah.
Mhm.
The only game that I've waited in line for was Resident Evil 5.
I waited in
Resident
line
Evil
for
5, that was
Watch
it.
Dogs.
I'm sorry.
And I only went because all my friends were getting it on PlayStation and I bought it on PC. So I was like, I just go with you guys because I'm not going to be able to play anyway. Because it was they let the download start at 12 o'clock. They didn't let you start playing earlier. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to play tonight anyway.
I got Watch Dogs.
At the GameStop. Kelly, GameStop's awesome for that. Every midnight release, they were handing out pizza. So.
Oh my God! At the minute release that I went for,
That's because it's the store. It's if the store manager does stuff like that, that's cool. But most of the time,
The GameStop manager is awesome.
My store manager was like, "Screw that! I don't want to be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. We let 2 people in at a time. We get them in, we get them out. If you ain't got prepaid right now, get your butt in here, pay it off. Here's your receipt, and we can get your game at midnight." He's like, "Screw this, man." The Call of Duty Black Ops 1 midnight launch, I stood at the door since I was the biggest person there. Literally, everybody else in the store that I worked with were like skinny and lanky and nothing to them. So they put the biggest guy at the door, and he looked at everybody outside. Who hasn't paid for it yet? And everybody was like, everybody who hadn't said, "You guys go inside, pay for it right now, and get your butt back in line."
The manager,
2 people at a time. And we were in and out. We were done by 1:25. We were home quickly.
Oh, the manager at
Nothing.
in my GameStop, it's in a mall. The one closest to me is the mall, and I think he just really enjoys it because Modern Warfare 3, I went there and he had Black Ops 1 on you have like the testing consoles, I guess there. He had Black Ops 1 on there, like letting people play while they waited.
The manager at my GameStop back in my hometown, he was the coolest person. He's like, listen, the first 40 people that come here, that come and wait for the game, the first 40 people in line, you're gonna be given this ticket, and his ticket allows you to play the game early, right? So what he did is that he did like 1v1, all right, 1v1. Okay, if you lost, it was like the best out of 3, and basically you played. And if you won the tournament, you got the game early. And also you got your money back. So you didn't have to pay for it. So basically you got a free copy of the game. And he sold so many copies of that game just because of that one thing. Because everyone was like, all right, let me play. I got to, was it 5th? And I lost because this guy noob-tubed me. And I was like,
wow.
YouTube for the fail.
Disqualified.
But I was still second in line, so I didn't care.
There you go. It's not a bad deal. I mean, it only cost him $60, so.
Mm.
Kelly, are you excited for the beard tech at in Witcher 3?
Oh, Witcher 3 beard tech? Hell yeah! My
shaving.
dude is gonna look like a homeless dude.
Yeah, I'm not shaving.
His beard is gonna be so massive, his face is gone.
Kelly, does Advanced Warfare run well for you?
Yeah, it runs fine.
It ran like shit for me.
One of my friends, his
Really?
name is his name on any MMO is Bourdain Dankbeard,
I would
and
get. Okay.
and basically the only thing he does is like he'll make a character, and the character of course has to have a dank beard. So as soon as he found out about Witcher, he was like, oh yeah, you know, Bourdain Dank.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
What is it called? Yeah, I get between like 90 to 100 FPS, but it feels like I'm running at 20 or 30 FPS.
And I get the game tops out at 91 FPS. That's exactly where it tops out.
Oh,
It
then
can't
I guess
go
that's what I'm
up.
getting.
Yeah. And it looks like that regardless. I mean, even when I stream it, I still run 90 FPS, and it just looks that way.
Maybe. What if it's lying? What if it's like tricking us, and it's running at 30 FPS, and it just says, "Oh, look, I'm running at 90."
Look at me go. I'm doing it.
Trust me, you can tell if it's running less than 90. That's one of those.
I seriously thought it was
definitely
running less than 90. Like it did not feel 90. It felt 30. Like it was skippy, and I had a good connection in the lobby too.
Did you adjust your settings?
Yeah, I put everything on low, like as low as they could possibly go.
Why?
Because I was skipping at
Just to
high.
see.
At high, I was.
Put that bitch on Ultra and go, dude.
Dude,
I've had that on Ultra since the day I downloaded it.
Dude,
With the 750, I've had it on Ultra with the 750.
Dude, at Ultra,
I got 60 frames a second.
It felt like I was running at 30. It felt like I was running at 30. On low, it felt like I was running at 30, and then I was like, I'm just not gonna play this because it runs like crap. I'm like, I would have bought it.
Wow.
It didn't run very well.
Don't waste your money. Wait till it's 1999 and then find a better deal.
Dude, Black Ops 2 is in 1999. Oh, wait till like
Find a
10
better
years.
Yeah, like those games don't.
No,
get
it'll never go below 1999. You're gonna have to just find a better deal.
COD 2 is 1999.
Everything stays at 20 if it's COD on PC. But yeah. All right. So, drama alert. What the hell is that in there?
I have a link. I have a
What is
link.
this crap?
This, all right.
Why are we even talking about
Because-
Killer Cream Cheese Star?
Because Keemstar did an interview and it ended the best way. Here's a link for a timestamp. This dude, he was freaking out because his girlfriend's a gold digger and she ruined his whole life, basically putting out that he's a pedophile. And it ended.
Oh, this is the whole Basher thing.
Yes, but this it ended the best way.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. I don't care about Hannah Hart.
He used to drink NyQuil.
Why is he
NyQuil.
eating popcorn?
Because that's.
Oh, that's the best ending ever. That's the best ending ever. I don't care. Oh god. The thing is, I'm sorry, but doesn't he? You know, he makes Minecraft videos, right?
Yeah.
So your kids are watching this guy. Just saying.
That was epic.
Just saying. Is there really anything else to talk about that whole subject, or is it just?
Oh, I don't know. The rest of that was just funny. The rest of it's kind of boring. The dude slept with. The dude was had To Catch a Predator, where the predators will send sexually suggestive stuff to the underage girls.
Yeah.
That's basically what he did. He got caught. He was under house arrest for a while, and then started his YouTube channel. And then this girl put it all out there. Oh, the reason why she's a gold digger is as soon as this drama came up, she left him because he got kicked off a TV show, and it was one of those situations where you can stay with him and not be on this TV show anymore, or you can leave him and be on the TV show. And she left his ass. She was like, "See ya, I'm gone. I'm gonna get my TV money."
The thing that I don't understand is
what the hell was she even on?
It's a TV show that's starting about. It's like imagine like a streamer house reality TV show.
Oh boy.
That they were going to be on together with a bunch of other streamers.
How interesting could that be?
See, the thing about that
drama like with pedophilia and gold digging, that's going to be a pretty good TV show.
I'm going to say one thing. If Keemstar is going to try to dig this shit as much as possible.
I think it's
fucking. He is the bottom feeder of existence, and he has a good thing. You know, I hate to say it. He's got a great idea. It's just the great idea came to a fucking retard.
No, this like how he got him to like how he escalated from the very beginning of the conversation. The dude was calm, and then Keemstar like played a phone call that he had with this dude's girlfriend, basically saying that I will give you $1,000 to say that you love him. And then she did it. She was like, all right, I'll do it. And that's how she found out she was a gold digger. Like, he's a smart dude. Like, he gets stuff out of people.
All shit. That's what it is. I bet you this is all shit. I bet you right now they're sipping on fucking, Starbucks coffee, laughing their asses off.
No, I don't think so, because if you type in Bashiverse, pedophilia comes up, the pedophile story comes up, and articles about him being a pedophile. So he ruined his life. Like, literally, you type in, every job's going to know about the pedophile thing he's ever applied to after YouTube.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. But yeah.
Anyway, was he big?
Yeah, over 1 million subscribers. He would get like 500,000 to 1 million views a video.
Does his voice actually sound like that?
Yes.
Dude,
here, I'll give you one of his videos so you could know what kind of. Oh my God, this made me nauseous. Like his autoplay on his channel made me nauseous.
And this is why I don't follow big people anymore. But I can't wait for my breakdown. Whenever I'm like pulling in the millions of viewers and subscribers and all that money, and then something comes out, and oh my God!
He had a breakdown. He's always crying. He needs to man the fuck up. Every video he puts out, he's crying about this girl. He needs to man up.
Nick Wazy, what were you about to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked on the video and now I'm killing myself. So, of course, Kelly, as soon as you get big, me and Jordan are going to do a Kelly Exposed video together. And we're going to be like, Kelly extorted us for all of our money and our views and stuff. And then we're going to try to, like...
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to say, like,
We're going to say Kelly had this plan to buy an airliner so we could get free tickets to all the cons. We each gave him $500,000, and he ran away with our money. Like, something crazy like that.
So, what was it? All right, Kelly.
How did this person become famous? He sounds annoying as fuck.
Right, that, like... Yeah. People, like, one thing that I saw that reminds me of, like, how the reason why he's always crying and, like, he's not handling this very well, I think is because he has, like, the Michael Jackson syndrome. Where he's, like, he didn't really have a childhood, so he doesn't know how to handle things. Like, Kelly, you would not, like, if you found out that a girl you were in love with was a gold digger, you would not, what is it called?
I would be like, what the hell are you doing with my broke ass?
But you would not upload videos screaming at people saying, stop calling her a gold digger. Every one of his goddamn videos since this happened has been crying. He's been bawling his eyes out. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't know how to handle stuff.
At least you got the fucker in the ass. That's all I'm saying.
At least I got the fucker in the ass.
Oh my God! Like,
And people
Damn.
after this drama alert came out, like big YouTubers like KSI tweeted at the girl who was a gold digger and said, "Why don't you come over to London? I got some gold for you." All the other YouTubers were like, "Hey, why don't you come over here? I got some money for you."
And like it's
Damn.
crazy. Okay, the thing that I don't that I see that is that happens all the time. Successful YouTuber who is a guy who doesn't get out much, who doesn't have girls don't really like him. He's kind of doing his stuff, right? Girl comes along, semi-attractive, looks really nice, says, "Hey, you look really cute. I want to date you." They date. She starts a YouTube channel. He promotes her a whole bunch. She gets really, really, really famous, develops her own subscribers, breaks up with him, leaves him, goes do other things. And it happens all the time.
The reason why he didn't think that happened is because he didn't have a YouTube channel when they first started dating. He was growing it while they were like dating, and then when he blew up, she started her channel, grew, and then now she was like, "I have a TV show, and I have a channel, and I don't need you anymore. And you're going through all this pedophile drama, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here."
Wow.
Yeah, she was like, "All right, I'm out."
I mean,
I just.
he was gonna
So-
he went on. He made a video about how he was gonna propose.
Damn.
It's sad. Do you want
Just-
to talk about the riots, or
just-
do you want to keep going on about this?
Oh, we are going on about something else because at this point I'm like, wow. So
This dude's life
stupid.
was ruined over the past 2 weeks, and Keemstar aired it to the world.
Yep.
So clap. So the riots. So there's some stuff going down.
Again? We're rioting again? Why are we rioting again?
See the thing. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I don't say this a lot, but Rich made a very good point. Infinite Rich.
What do you say?
He
Okay.
said that they need to riot for stuff to change, and then Sim said that rioting doesn't do anything. Rioting won't change anything, and then basically Rich brought up the Boston Tea Party and like pretty much the whole Revolutionary War. And I'm like, God damn it, Rich, that's a good point.
One of the things that I do not like, of course, is stereotypes. Of course, stereotypes. They suck. Some of them are true. And the things that I don't like about the whole movement that's going on. Okay, so everyone's saying, all right, these white police officers are killing these black men, these black boys, these black people, and they're saying, it's real bad. It's not supposed to happen, and the people aren't getting prosecuted for it. Okay, so let's just like look at this like not if we're there. Just let's look at this abstractly. Okay, so that's happening, right? So then people start rioting, they start like looting stuff, they start doing all the things. That's not solving anything. That's making people think that we're more ignorant than anything. And I still have people still saying like everyone's like there was this I was watching the latest PKA and they were talking about how there's this shop owner who basically had his like whole entire shop like ransacked and everything like that.
Burn the Pizza Man.
Yeah. And it's just like what is going on? People are not going to take us seriously if we keep behaving this way. If we keep doing these things. And like I was so happy to see those guys in suits out there trying to like tell everyone to stop rioting and just calm down because like like we can get through this. But like people are going to perpetuate that stereotype about black people all the time if this keeps happening.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So they've messed up every single step of the way. When the first person was killed by the cop and they were protesting, then the protest turns into a riot. The reason why that protest wasn't going to get anything done is because the protest was racist itself. If you wanted to, you should have said all life matters and not Black Lives Matter. Because if you want stuff to change, like literally saying Black Lives Matter, you're like no congressman, senator, no judge is going to get behind that. Because how are you going to say only black people matter? Like no, that's not. No one's going to get behind that.
And the thing is, I don't understand why people don't understand like how it's not about you, it's about everyone, that sort of thing. Like feminism. I'm gonna talk about feminism real quick. The Flame War is gonna be real hyped in the comments. Feminism is not about like I'm not gonna say it's not about like girl power. It's not about empowering women. It's more about equal stuff. Everything is equal. You don't like. I've met some feminists who literally hate men, hate the idea of men, just hate them all as people. And it's just like, okay, how is this being?
Those are the crazy bitches that need to just go find someplace.
Yeah, the radical feminists are the ones that really get at me, and I'm just like, we want to be equal. Like, so instead, if the marches and the rioting said all lives matter, then that's like giving them some credit. If you're just saying Black Lives Matter because Black lives aren't being, these black people aren't, given justice because they're black and everything like that, that's a problem. And there's ways to go about solving this problem peacefully, to promote the race instead of just making it worse. Now let's just say, look at it as a racist standpoint. If you are racist against black people, right, you literally hate all black people. You see them running around, Black Lives Matter, like throwing stuff at buildings and stuff like that, and really making a mess out of things that are not supposed to be made a mess of, like looting CVS. What did CVS have anything to do with this?
Right.
Now that racist person is going to say, okay, so now I don't like black people, and now black people are destroying things, and now I just hate them even more. So it's not even progress of making any changes. It's just everyone thinking that, that I'm not saying all black people are like this, but the fact that, that is viewed, you look out in the streets, you see a bunch of thug-like people. And yes, there are the thugs, and there are the people who are nice and normal and civilized and do normal things, but we are being overshadowed by the thug-like people. And there are good people out there.
And then there's Jordan, who hates everybody.
Yeah, Jordan's racist.
He's racist.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah,
I was just on the news, and I was just like, why did they say, they were just saying thugs riot, and I was like, honestly, they should say monkeys riot.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that.
I can't laugh about that because then it'd be considered.
So
yeah.
And so the thing is that I can joke around about some racist things and everything like that, but one thing that really got me was the fact that, okay, so my dad, my father, as everyone told us something before, my dad's white. My dad's a white guy, right? My mom's a black person. Normally you don't see this happen. This doesn't normally happen. Normally it's the other way around.
I'm going to be honest with you. If my wife passes away, I'm going to go find an Asian woman. If I can't find an Asian woman, then I'm going to look for a Brazilian woman. If I can't find a Brazilian woman, then I'm going to go after a black girl. So, I mean, it's not a girl, like a woman. Excuse me. I should let me avoid the pedophilia.
All right, Basher.
Right? A black woman. So, I mean, it's on my list, man. I like women in general. Doesn't matter the color, but yeah, you are actually a weird, an odd combination, not the most typical combination.
Yeah. So, and the reason why I say that is that I have people who who get upset at me that I claim both parts of my race and not just one. I've had people say you're my grandmother came here from Poland, right? That is my grandmother. That's how it is. So a part of me is involved in that. So I claim a part of that because it's a part of me. But then when I try to tell people about this, try to vocalize my my heritage, you would say, they're like, oh no, you're just black. Stop trying to claim something you're not. You're just trying to move away from you being black because you're just black, blackity black, black, black. That's all you are, black, black.
Part of me, when people when with the reason why Black Lives Matter and when people group them describe themselves as a race for their personality, it bothers me so much because, all right, I'm gonna quote this. Don't use what I'm about to say. Does not discredit what I'm
racist.
It's not discredit it, but it's a good quote, even though it's from a kids show.
Oh, okay.
From Kelly, you probably know it. Guru Batik from The Last Airbender. Cole, you watched that too, so.
Yeah.
But his quote, "The greatest illusion of this world is the illusion of separation." There is no difference between you, Kelly, someone living in the Middle East, and some Australian, and Teddy. There is no difference between each of you. You just have different skin colors. There is literally no difference. And when people describe their race as that, and then use that, Black Lives Matter, why do Black Lives Matter? Ask I just want to ask them, why do Black Lives Matter? That comes across racist, but
it does.
It's horribly so.
Why do black people?
I'm not saying shit
I
right
can't
now.
ask. I can't ask that question.
I am blonde-haired and damn near blue-eyed and white boy here, so I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself. All I'm saying is it's stupid, it's pathetic, and everybody just needs to stop it and go home. You're not doing anything by destroying and stealing and wrecking businesses right now. You're not doing anything. You're not achieving anything at all.
And that's
honestly
the truth. And I have this professor at my college who likes to talk about like equal rights and stuff like that. And he's a lot older, and he was talking about like way back when he was in school. They would talk about like Martin Luther King and marching and that sort of thing. How it was peaceful. How they didn't care what people thought about them, about that sort of thing. That they didn't bother anybody. They didn't do like hateful things. They didn't hurt anyone. They were just there, and they were in numbers, and they were protesting. Peaceful protest, something that is in our Constitution that we have a right to do. But what they're doing now, you're literally not accomplishing anything. You're just setting us backwards. You're just making everything a whole lot harder for progress to be made. If you have
not only are they setting the black people backwards, they're setting everybody back. Just as the entire human race, you guys are not helping evolution at all.
They're setting people in their like the stores. I put a link in the chat that you guys should look at.
I saw that. That's hilarious.
The stores they burn down and the stores they loot, they're hurting themselves because now that store, like that pizza man's not going to open back up and is in that neighborhood again. At CVS and 7-Eleven, they're not opening back up in that neighborhood anymore. So now you just got rid of businesses in your community. Now they're not going to hire people. So anybody who worked there is now fired. They don't have a job anymore. You don't have a CVS, a 7-Eleven, or a pizza shop in your community anymore. Stuff that would help build it up. You got rid of that. Your neighborhood, you already lived in houses with boarded up windows and bars on it and bars on your door. So
congratulations, you've just put yourself. Did somebody mute him?
No, I think he muted himself.
I didn't mute anything. I didn't hit anything.
I was say I didn't mute you.
I was like,
as funny as it would have been in the middle of that rant, I didn't mute you.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, and now they've just screwed themselves out of a tremendous amount of ways to make their lives better. I mean, really, that's what they've done. They've destroyed businesses that would help, and they've put themselves in a bad spot.
Yep.
So.
But that mom is MVP.
Oh, dude, the mom, straight up. All hail that dude's mom.
That dude's mom.
She beat the piss out of him. That was great.
She reminded me of my own mother, and it scared me. Because I saw that, I was like, dang, that's what my mom would do. Like, even if my mom would not care where I am. Like, I could be on a battlefield just shooting the enemy. Mom will come out of nowhere and be like, hey, stop. What are you doing? That sort of thing.
Put that rifle down, boy.
Yeah, put that. Go sit exactly like that. And the thing about it is, a lot of people are upset at this mother but the thing is that kind of bringing on my own childhood growing up. If my parents not hit me as a kid, or not as a kid, just even now, if I messed up, my mom would hit me. It teaches you right from wrong, in a way that I don't know, it worked. Because there's some things that I will not do because I know that that I might get hit, or it's bad to do, but it's something that And this woman was obviously trying to teach her son a lesson. Like, she obviously cares about him. A lot of people are saying, stop abusing your son. But the thing is, he was out there throwing rocks at the police. This woman does not want her son to be a thug. She doesn't want him to be a rebel. She doesn't want him to be this way towards authority, because you don't want that for your children. And she went out there and said, hey, I gotta teach you right.
Let me say this. I know I just said that I don't like people describing by their race, but I'm going to do it because it's easy and it works in this situation. People were saying, "Don't abuse your son." You know what? But they're white. Those are white people. I'm sorry, Kelly, but those are white people. There is no black person. Black people saw that and they were like, "Yeah, that's just what your mom would do." White people like, "Look at that abusive mother." No, right? It's just white people.
There's all sorts of stereotypes. Trust me, I get it. And
yeah,
you know,
but I mean, one thing
punished.
that I've noticed,
I was punished when growing up. I was punished when growing up. My parents didn't beat me, you know. But there's a difference between punishment and beating your child. So
I thought
big difference.
I thought, what is it called? A lot of people, like, again, a lot of white people, because I've never once met a black person who had this line of thinking.
Racist, man.
You know what? Stupid white people. I never once met a black person who had this line of thinking, but a lot of white people think if you touch your kid at all, that's not in a loving way, not in a way like to hug them or like to like hold their hand or like even like guide them in a direction, like pull them along, that if you like, you just abused your kid. Like, you're literally an abusive parent now. Like, they equate this with holding your kid down with a hot clothing iron and pressing it to their back. Like, that's the same thing in their mind. It's, yeah.
See, the
sometimes, all right, sometimes your kid does something that you, like a smack on the hand, is warranted. And other times, they did something really bad, like they said a curse word. So you do have to hold them down and press that iron to their back so they get the message, right?
You know, me and my son slap each other's hands harder than that when we play slaps. Okay, me and that's there is no slap on the hand. When there is punishment in my house, there is punishment. It is wham, wham, wham on the butt and then right to the room.
Exactly. That it teaches you. If you don't want this, don't do bad. There it is.
So it's like very simple motivation. You screw up, this is what happens. You don't screw up, this is what happens.
What is it called? What was I gonna say?
I have no clue.
I don't know what you were gonna say.
God damn it! I think my stream doesn't. They're not hearing me on my stream. I just found that out. So I'm trying to fix that. Keep talking.
Oh, how many people are in your stream?
4.
Yeah. Sub Sunday. Yeah. Let everybody know about Sub Sunday.
It won't change. I would have to end my stream. All right. It doesn't matter.
The majority of the people in his stream right now are my viewers, really.
My viewers. Exactly.
Jeffrey, me, and Short. But anyways, so yeah, Mom, Riot Mom, you are the bomb. I don't know if you'll ever see this. You probably ever won't, but I stand behind you 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, I think you should have. I think you should have just put him on his ass, not given
bent him over your knee and just
away. You should honestly. You should have just hit him like Mike Tyson, okay, and then drag his ass home by his freaking hoodie, so that way he would have known exactly what he done. That's what I would have done, honestly.
So Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator.
It's coming back.
That makes me.
This show is.
Oh, we talked about this last week.
Up.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about it. But go ahead. I want to hear the Cole's thoughts on this.
I love this. This is great because the thing that really I love this show because I mean you were talking about it on PK earlier, but the fact that towards the beginning, people like the perp would walk in, and he would see the girl would say, oh, I need to get dressed or something like that, whatever, I'll be right back, and he'll say something like, oh, let me go back there with you or something like that, and then he would go and sit in the kitchen and wait. And then Chris Hansen would come out. And at first they thought that it was the girl's dad. So they're like, oh, I'm gonna get a stern talking to, and then they're not let go. But after a while of him doing the show and it got wildly popular, the guys just already knew. They just oh, well, I'm getting arrested. And then they just go outside and then there's the police. But the thing that really got me about that show was the fact that he would read the text messages like back and forth like with the guy, and he would like, oh, did you say that you were going to bend her over and spank her? Is this your words here? It says it right here. You said this, and then there's like, yeah, and you know that their whole life is just ruined right there, and you see it like in their eyes, and you're just like, oh, I messed up today. And I'm sorry, that would not happen.
Like it's so funny when this one dude, he walked in and he was waiting for the girl, and he sat down waiting for the girl to come out, and Chris Hansen comes out, and he's like, yeah, I knew what this was. I was just checking. I just wanted to see. You just wanted to see if Chris Hansen would show up and arrest you? Is that what you came here to see?
That's not a bad deal. He was trying to talk his way out of it. I don't blame him.
Like the real creepy ones, I don't know. It's like the age difference is huge. Where it's like a 65-year-old man and he's there to meet like a 13-year-old girl, a 13-year-old boy. There was one where literally he was I think he was 55-year-old rabbi there to meet a 13-year-old boy. And dude, the actor they had to play the 13-year-old boy, he was 19, but this dude could have been 13. He looked so young, and I'm like, did they get a real 13-year-old? And dude, it's always weird because the guy, you can see the difference between boys and girls. Like the girls are always like, so what did you want to do? And the guy is like, and then the guy's always like, so you gonna take your shirt off? Like he's like, the guy's down to business. Like let's go.
We don't want to mess around.
Yeah, you gotta get straight to the
business. We ain't got time for that stuff. Let's get
he was like the dude's like the boy actor is like, I'm gonna get you to take your shirt off before Chris Hansen comes out because this is gonna be good TV.
Oh my God, that's something.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But the thing is, like, you think it's gonna be the same format as it was before? Because now for some reason
everybody knows.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a whole lot harder to lure someone.
When the show was at its peak, it was the number one viewed show on TV each week, and people still showed up. But do people use chat rooms anymore? There's Facebook accounts.
I don't know.
There has to be people doing it through Facebook.
Yeah.
It would have to be Facebook. I mean, that's the only way to really do it now. I mean, chat rooms. The only thing that I can honestly say is a chat room nowadays is the Twitch feed. I mean, there's probably still chat rooms out there, but not as many as you would.
And for Facebook, it would have to be hard. They would have to start right now. They would have to make an account for somebody right now, because if it's the same thing like with catfish, how you can tell if you're being catfished if like I'm talking to Kelly, I'm like this. I make a picture as this hot girl, and I give Kelly my Instagram, but there's posts for only the past week, and no one's liked them. Like there's no liked, and I have no followers, and no one's tagged me in any pictures. You could say, well, this is a fake account.
What is catfished?
Catfished is like we're online dating. Kelly. Like I message you, Kelly. I message you as a picture of a hot girl, like, what's up, big boy? You want to hang out? And I just string you on, but I'm not real. Like, I'm not a real girl. And I just string you on, and, like, you fall in love with me, but I just keep going stringing you on. And I never...
And there's a show on MTV, actually the only show on MTV that I watch. Originally started off with a documentary by this guy named Neve, and basically him and his brother were film students, and basically Neve, he was falling in love with this girl. And he never talked to her face to face. They always talked on the phone. They always talking online. She said she was a musician and everything like that. And one day he really wanted to get to know her, really wanted to meet her, and he would try to arrange for them to go on dates and stuff like that, but she would never do it. Then one day he found her music being sung by someone else. And it was that person's music, that original artist. So he's like, all right, so she's obviously not singing this, and it doesn't sound like her that well. So I wonder what's going on. So basically, he ended up finding out that it was not the girl that he's looking for. That girl was like some other girl that she got her pictures from another site. And the girl that he was originally talking to was like a 43-year-old woman who lived like in the country somewhere. And he was like, all right, that's really awkward. So then now MTV gave him a show, and now he helps other people who deal with the sort of same problems. And it's actually really easy for him to do it. I mean, I could do the show.
Yeah, I could do it either. First, you take the picture and you reverse image search on Google.
Mm-hmm.
You just talk to the dude. And after a while, you say, do you have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? If they have literally no social media at this day and age, and they're under a certain age, it's kind of like, really, dude? You have nothing. You have no pictures, like, or if you do this, like, say, take a picture. Literally, if you want to know if you're catfish, tell them to take a picture with holding a piece of paper saying, "My name is Jeff." And if they can't do that, and give them a time limit too, so they can't Photoshop something. Give them a time. Say, do it within the next 2 minutes. And literally, Kelly, if I gave you that task, even if you were out somewhere, you could manage a piece of paper.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm
gonna be straight up and honest. If somebody wanted me to go to that lengths to prove I'm real, I'd be like,
dude, just FaceTime me or something, like video chat with me. I'm like, what's up?
Oh no, but my webcam has been broken for the last 2 years. I just can't.
No, what really gets me is the guys and the girls who are like, yeah, I sent them like $10,000. It's like, but you never seen them before. Yeah, but I sent them like $10,000 because they're falling on hard times. It's like, you guys video chatted? Nope, never video. Have you seen the person? Nope, but I sent them a bunch of money, so. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Like,
the mail order bride stuff is sad because there was a documentary on Netflix where a guy, he paid $15,000 to get his bride, his bride from over. He met her once, and he sent her $15,000.
Oh my God!
From Russia to America.
Do you know who? If I remember this correctly, do you know who has a mail order bride on YouTube?
Who?
8 Thoughts.
What?
The Cock of Gold, yeah, his whole thing. If I remember reading this correctly, his wife is a mail order bride. I could be totally wrong, and if I'm wrong, I apologize in advance.
Is this the news? Are you breaking news? Hashtag drama alert? Are we about to tweet it up by Keemstar?
No, this isn't drama alert. He's open about it. I'm pretty sure that he talks about it every once in a while. But I think. Because I don't remember exactly. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's got a mail order bride.
Dude, have you seen the movie Lars and the Real Girl with Ryan Gosling? Basically, Ryan Gosling, he snaps. He's a real innocent, shy, sort of nervous type guy, not very outgoing and confident. And he plays a character called Lars, who is that guy, and he snaps one day, just loses his mind, and he orders a mannequin. And he names it Bianca, and he dresses it up, and he acts like it's a real person. He sleeps with it, he takes it. He took it to church. He was in church with his mannequin named Bianca.
I think no.
That's pretty funny.
It was a good movie. He was nominated for an Oscar for it. It was a great movie.
That's awkward.
And the scene where he introduces his girlfriend Bianca, he puts her in a wheelchair, so that's how he gets around. She can't walk. When he introduced it to her, his brother and his sister-in-law, oh my God, their face was the best part of the movie.
There's got to be somebody making a comment about what I just said. I got to know. I can't remember.
Marvel got Blade Punisher and Ghost Rider film rights back. Neither of those characters were exciting to me. Is that true?
Who?
Marvel got
what?
Marvel got the film rights for Ghost Rider and Blade Punisher back.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to tweet him. I'm just going to ask him straight up.
Oh, this is old news. This is March, beginning of March news. Okay.
So recently I've been watching Game of Thrones. Watching a bunch of Game of Thrones lately. Me and my girlfriend have been.
Great show. Shut up, Kelly. Suck a dick.
Read the fucking books. Read the fucking books, you uneducated swine.
What?
Yeah, I already saw it.
So the reason this is what I was gonna do. Thanks. I was gonna watch the show in its entirety, then go back and read the books. Because if I read the books, then I'll be upset at the show. I don't want to be upset at the show. I want to enjoy the show while I can, then enjoy the books, then get upset at the show after I'm done watching the show. because I've heard that there is so much stuff that they leave out and so many details and so many battles and so many people and all these things, and they change the characters. And do you guys know if R. Martin is actually like satisfied with the show?
He is.
Oh, he's satisfied with it as he walks to the bank and
he's
cashes
satisfied
that
with
big
this.
fat stinky check.
This is what I think. I think that you just have to look at the show and the books as two different things, and they're both very good. Like, the show is not a bad show.
You really
It is
have
a very good show.
Nah, okay. I do. I read the books, and that's the biggest problem. Is I can't sit down without comparing it, and that is my biggest issue with it.
I haven't finished the last book yet. Not the last book in the series, but the last book he wrote. I haven't finished that one yet. I just started it. Like, I'm probably like 100 pages in or something, and you just have to look at them two different things. They're both very good. I like the show more than the books, but the books, just because the books has painful parts in the show, don't last as long as boring parts in the book. Boring parts in the book can last very long because he describes things too much.
But that's the best part about it, is he gives you that information. Here's the thing that people forget about TV shows compared to books. TV shows, you have all the visual information of what they're looking at.
Right.
In the books, you have to explain everything they're looking at.
Yeah.
So in the TV show, when Sansa walks into a room, you see what's in the room. In the book, it's going to be a page of her seeing what's in the book.
Right.
So there's a big difference.
Yeah, that's not. I'm talking about. Sometimes he goes into too much detail. Where I got it. I was like, I got it. I just need you to give me like the gist of it. I got it. Like, bro, calm down. Like.
But see, that deep detail is going to matter later.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't got a new episode of Game of Thrones yet. I got to wait until I think next week, the 10th. So not tonight, but the week after, I finally get a new episode because the 4 episodes were leaked and I watched them all. So next week I get my first new episode in a month. So I'm excited about that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know.
I'm sharing a HBO Go account with my with a friend, so I'm just hoping he never changes that password.
Nice. All right, so let's go ahead, Dick. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I get mine from my older brother who.
Oh.
What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Yeah, I just get mine from my older brother who he's happy to pay for it for me.
I think Jordan just likes to cut you off in the middle of sentences.
What episode are you in the show?
I am on season 3, episode 6.
Okay.
Right. So, what do you guys want to talk about for the last topic of the show?
Last topic of the show. I want to talk about Twitch again, and and kind of like our aspirations with it, because Kelly, I know for a fact that you have the promise. You are gonna get up there. You're gonna get that button. I know. This is how I know, because every single time, right? I'll be at work, I'll be in school, right? My phone goes off, says Kelly's streaming right now, Daquan, and I'm like, the responsibilities. What's the stream? And I'm like, and that's the reason why. And like, I think that even if I didn't know you, it'd still be the same. And the thing is that I like the fact that you engage with your with the people in the chat. Normally when I'm on Twitch, sometimes I like to study other streamers, try to see what they're doing, try to develop my own kind of like niche. And I'll see like the guys all the way at the top, like barely looking at the chat, just kind of like going along. And the only time they ever say something is, "Oh, thanks for the follow, thanks for subscribing, thanks for the donation." Back to playing. Thanks for the follow, thanks for the subscriber, thanks for the donation, and that just keeps on going. Kelly will literally stop the stream and have a conversation with you personally. Like, you will say something in the chat and he'll be like, "Hey, I remember you from last time. How's your cat doing?" And that makes me feel special. Like, okay, and I think that's a quality that I would like to have. And so I know number one, hashtag Kelly's gonna get a sub button right there. That's a really long hashtag, but he's gonna have.
I agree with you, but I think with bigger streamers, they have a lot more people in the chat. So if they did that, it just turns into a Q&A of them just looking at the chat and talking. It's not like when
Carnage, prime example. 7,000 people. I've seen him 8,000 people not in sub mode, and he responds to everybody as fast as he can, and still puts out gameplay.
But I don't watch his stream because I think I'd rather him just focus on the game and talk about the game and not about the chat. I understand why he does that, because if he answers your question, you feel good. You feel like, oh, he talked to me. But for every other 50 people that he talked to, I'm like, dude, just play the game. I don't care about them. Just play the game. I want to hear you talk about the game while you're playing the game. That's why I think I watch a Let's Play more than I will a Twitch stream, because I don't have to deal with that.
See, I like the thing that's where I think it involves why you go to watch the stream. Majority of the time I watch the streams for the person. Like, a lot of people watch, for the gameplay, for what they're doing. I usually watch for the person and the experience. Like the guy who rated me, British guy, right? After he rated me, I was like, let me hop in his stream, see what he's doing, right? And I was like, hey, what's going on, right? He automatically was like, hey, I remember you. We rated you that one time. You're a cool guy. Keep on doing what you're doing, that sort of thing. And I kind of feel like in a way that when you're talking to the person who's streaming, that you're kind of like friends with them. That's all like happy-go-lucky fun time. That you're just chilling, having a nice time, talking to people in the chat, and you're kind of doing your own thing. So for some reason, if I wanted to just watch someone play a game, just not even interact with me, but just play a game, don't have a face cam, don't even say anything, just play the game. Because everything else you're going to say is not going to be relevant to me unless it's about the game. But as far as the streamer is concerned, I feel like that, if you don't engage with the audience, no matter how big it is, that you kind of lose your relevancy, and you're kind of just you're not really...
I agree with Jordy on this one. If I want to watch somebody play a game, I'll go watch a Let's Play.
Part of me, the reason why I like Twitch is there's the chat, so when something crazy happens in the game, you sort of have the chat reaction. It's kind of like you're watching with other people. But my perfect streamer would be, they're decent at the game they're playing. They don't have to be MLG Pro 360 no scope, but they got to at least be able to play the game at a level where it's not frustrating to watch.
Am I frustrating to watch?
No, you're pretty good. A decent quality stream. I'm not looking at something from 2008. The webcam I like because it just sort of, it feels like you know the person a little bit better when you can see them. And
even when I'm a floating head.
Yeah, even when they're and not focused on the chat that much, but still looks at the chat, and also doesn't have a lot of donations coming in and reads the donations, or has a lot of donations in and doesn't read the donations, because reading the donations takes away from the stream so much. And yeah, but the reason why I don't want them talking to the chat is because I feel you can be entertaining and not talk to the chat and just be funny, Twitch went down. It'd be funny and things like that. You could be funny, make jokes, entertaining, talking with other people and that you're playing the game with, and not focused on the chat. But you still have the chat there for me that I can it's like I'm watching with 5,000 other people.
See, my plan is, because I've already thought about this, a lot of my viewers have said, if when this finally happens for you, are you still going to respond to us? And I told them that no, I told them plain and simple that whenever it gets to that point, I'm going to create a separate chat for my mods and particular people, so that way if they need my attention or they need me to do something, they can just type in that chat, I'll check that chat, compared to them trying to talk to me in the main chat.
Right.
And then I'll still have it in place that if you want to talk to me, you just type in one of the keywords and the comment will be highlighted.
Like Green Torn, right?
Could you guys hear me? Sorry, something closed out randomly. The thing that I want to do as far with Twitch and everything like that is I just want to have I'm not really in it for the whole sub button, that whole thing. It's mainly just to get a bunch of people to talk to. Mainly.
I would like the sub button. I'm going to be honest with you. I would love to be able to make enough money doing Twitch to take care of my family. Okay, idealistically, if I could do it, if I could pull it off, and it might not be here in 5 years. It might not be in anything in 5 years. But if I could, I tell you what, over the next 5 years, I would be taking care of my family, taking care of the stream, making sure everything, making sure that I fulfill the obligation of that everybody is entertained because they chose to come and watch me, and then I would invest a crap load of that money.
Yeah.
So that way, when it did all go belly up, I got a nice little cushion to land on.
Yeah. Pretty smart. I was looking at...
A lot of streamers could turn it into something else. Like most streamers have a backup plan. Like when shit hits the fan, they could jump it right into something else.
Yep. Like I have a feeling Twitch isn't going anywhere.
No.
It's not.
Especially with it. Sorry to cut you off, but especially since it got bought by Amazon, and Amazon told Twitch, "You stay you. We're just gonna
Money
help
dump.
you guys out." And I think that I love that. I love the fact that Amazon's being cool with it and saying, like, you guys, we're not going to change what you're doing. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. And the fact that Twitch streaming has become more than just video games now. Like, it is so much more, and it's going to be, in the future, so much more. I think that definitely, I don't think they're going to move away from the gaming aspect. I think they're going to, like, broaden it a little bit, kind of, like, open it up to a little bit more. But, it's not going anywhere, definitely.
I think it's always going to be gaming focused because when you move away from gaming and you allow vloggers in, like people just doing vlogs or like live shows.
That's what happened. That's what Justin TV was.
Yeah, that's what Justin TV was, and they shut that down. So I think their focus is always going to be gaming. And like the extent to it, I think the farthest they'll go from it is either like a TV show about gaming, like a full-out produced, acted TV series, like a play about a video game, like a Zelda play that you watch every week on Twitch. I think that could be something. And also music, obviously music. Well, the one guy with music has blown up, and then Ultra Live, they're doing like raves.
I like Ultra. Ultra's pretty cool.
And it's so funny when like. They'll go to somebody and like the person would like pull out a tit and like Twitch quickly moves, moves away.
I was watching Ultra. I don't know, the big announcement with Ultra, and I was like, all right, let's check this out, and I let it play on my stream to music to listen to.
Yeah. And
guy comes up there, his name's Dash Berlin. And I'm like, okay, I'm digging. I like this. I like how he sounds. Cool guy. Watched him for a bit. Very interactive. He set everything up so he could walk around and hype the crowd up, and kept going. And then some dubstep fool comes up on after him, and you can just see the entire crowd go. Can we get the other guy back, please? Because it changed the entire mood of just everything.
Yeah.
Crowd wasn't as hyped, it wasn't as good, it wasn't as high energy, and it was like, what?
Oh,
really? You're gonna throw that crap out after that amazing set?
Crazy.
Yep.
So Twitch is the future. It's gonna happen. And I think we're all gonna get sub buttons. Like Oprah, just you get a sub button, you get a sub button, you get a sub button.
Well, if I can get my I'm just gonna say it. Jordy already said if I can get 50 concurrent viewers for a certain amount of time, if I can, an average of 50 viewers, he'll help me get a sub button.
That's good. And then hopefully after you get a sub button, you help your friends.
No,
the idea is the idea is to step on your dead bodies on my way up.
Yeah.
Right. No, actually, as soon as I get my sub button, I can create a streaming group.
Stream group.
And it's going to be base command, and I'm going to let and the people who have helped me get to that point, I'm going to help them as much as I can.
Great. Look at that. We all have dreams, and it's all going to be created. We're all going to do great things. Look at us.
Yep. So, on that note, we are actually going to call this one here.
Okay.
Kelly, can you drop a link to your stream? You want to drop a link to your stream and mine? Never mind, I can get it. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Okay, so closing time, everyone. Okay, thank you all for watching Sub Sunday episode 61. We are always here, and let you guys know that if you guys want to be on the show, message any one of us, and mainly emails, sort of thing. All the information will be down in the description below the video. If you want to be on, the more the merrier. I don't know how many people we could have in here at once, but that'd be pretty cool.
We're only, depending on the situation, we might go up to 5, but 5 is a big clusterfuck of people trying to talk.
Okay, so
if you watch some of my earlier ones, I had like 8 people in here, and
yeah,
it was just blah, 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 everybody talking over everybody. So,
okay, so first come, first serve.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you get your emails in, and we'll make sure to contact you guys before the show goes live. Make sure it usually happens 5 p.m. I believe. Roughly 5 p.m. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah, 5 p.m. give or take a few 5 p.m.s.
Yeah, right. All right, everybody, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.